Hey guys, Connor at Groves Automotive, and today we're going to be showing you how to do an oil change on a Generation 2 Nissan Frontier. Now, the principles and the concepts in this oil change in specific apply to most all oil changes out there. But like I said in specific today, this is on Nissan Frontier. For this how-to, I'm going to be handing things over to Jay, aka the Chill Mechanic, and he's going to be showing you how to get this oil change done. So let's go ahead and hand things over and let him get started.
Today we're going to do oil on a 2005 Nissan Frontier. The first thing I like to do is put on some rubber gloves, protect my hands a bit, they're cut up. First thing you want to do on the truck is take the oil filler cap off and set it in a place where you're not going to lose it. If you're working on jack stands or car ramps, you go ahead and get under your truck. I'm working with a lift, so I'm going to lift my truck up. First thing we're going to do is get a 10mm socket put onto our 3/8 drive wrench. You can use whatever 10mm socket or wrench that you want to. And what we're going to do with that is detach the door that covers up the oil filter. Generally I don't take it all the way off. Just loosen it and then push it off to the side. Try to watch out. I don't want to scrape up that real nice paint up under there on the skid plate. Next thing, I'm going to put a 14mm socket onto my wrench and get my drain pan or whatever in place underneath the oil pan. Now we're going to go to the oil pan drain plug and loosen it up, take it off, and let the oil start to drain out. Alright, now it's dripping. There's barely anything left in there. Now I'm going to go back and put my drain plug back in. The first thing I'm going to do is snug it up with my fingers. And then I'm going to go back with a torque wrench and torque the bolt down. I don't want to over tighten it. It'll create problems down the road if you do. Here's a shot of the oil filter location, right up under that door. We're just going to reach in there and loosen up that oil filter and take it off and let it drain out for a minute. It can be a bit of a pain to get to. Next thing, we're going to go ahead and lube the seal of our brand new oil filter with new oil. It's going to make it a lot easier for the next guy whenever they have to take the oil filter off. Here I am just hand tightening the oil filter. I'm just going to go hand tight. Now I'm going to go ahead and replace the door for the oil filter. You don't have to go crazy on torquing those nuts down. Just like to get them snug. Probably pretty easy to break off, so just snug, not real tight. Go ahead and bring the truck back down. Get to where we can work under the hood. Right here we have the dipstick, and you'll notice a mark that says L and a mark that says H. So as we go back and we fill our truck full of oil, we want it to be somewhere in between the L and the H on the dipstick. Now this truck takes about 4.1 something, 4.2 quarts of oil. So I'm going to start out and put about 4 in there and start reading my dipstick. So the first thing, like when you pull your dipstick out, you want to go ahead and wipe it down the first time because oil has a tendency to creep up or whatever. You're going to get an inaccurate reading the first time. So you dip it a second time, get the oil on there, and take a look. And here we see that it's resting in between the L and the H, pretty high up, so it's looking good. And the next thing I'm going to do is turn on the truck, let it run for a minute, and that'll allow the oil filter to be filled up with oil. And then I'm going to recheck my dipstick. And that's the conclusion.
I hope you guys enjoyed that. Be sure to hit the subscribe and the like button below, and if you have any questions in this specific oil change, be sure to throw them down in the comments below. We'll be sure to respond and answer them to the best of our ability. You might be seeing some more oil change videos like this come along on our channel. Sometimes access to filters and the belly pans can be unique from model to model, so if you guys see some more, that's what they're there for. Hope you enjoy. See you next time.